So, Stone Temple Pilots have just released a new album. They haven't released a new album in over 8 years, and I wanted to check it out to see if it's any good. And they also have a new singer after their old singer died, sadly. Now, for all of you who are not familiar with the Stone Temple Pilots, during the grunge age, right at the time, like the Bleeders were getting big, and also Nirvana and Pearl Jam, and the list goes on. Stone Temple Pilots had their own unique flavor and sound that was a little bit slower than average and a little bit more drearier, which I really liked. They had songs like Interstate Highway Song, and also a song I really like called Sweet Girl. I think it was Sour Girl or Bitter Girl. That was very nice. It has this acoustic tinge to it that I really thought that was pretty cool, you know. And their lead singer died, sadly. So I decided to check out their newest song or their newest album. And I had to say, at first, I wasn't really digging it. I thought that it was a little bit distant and a little bit scatterbrained and not really living up to the Stone Temple Pilots really aura of just mystery and just overall bleakness. But then as I started to feel the album and get the whole message of the album, I really started to like it. This album is about realizing that a friend have passed away and accepting it, which the lead singer passed away sadly a few years ago. And this album tackles the whole idea of grief and missing somebody very much. Songs like Thought She Was Mine and The Art of Letting Go really shows the band more softer side and shows them coping with the death of their lead singer very much in a metaphorical idea or girl that they are distant with and have to let go, representing that their past friend. And they even named the album Stone Temple Pilots, which they had a album called Stone Temple Pilots. So this is the second album named after Stone Temple Pilots, which I really thought was the idea of reborn and being rebirthed as a band, which is shown as a butterfly, which a butterfly is representative of being reborn throughout history and making anew, especially with this band. They are definitely making anew with a new singer, and the new singer is pretty awesome. I liked his vocals, especially on a song like Just a Little Lie, where he just does this beautiful build up, and then he just blows very much. He really did it nicely. On a song like Just a Little Lie, he says he got a long way to go from here, probably representing how he has to pick up the band from such a great singer that just passed away, which is a very nice nod to the lead singer. I also like the ending of the whole song where they have that piano that really matches the melody well. I thought that that was pretty great. A song like Roll Me Up is talking about the burial ceremony of the lead singer and maybe representative how they maybe how smoke there's ashes, or rolled him up as in they just put him in the grave, and it is telling the listener or the public to do whatever because they personally do not care anymore, thus living the rock and roll lifestyle. Oh yeah, and by the way, the term stoned could be a reference to getting high, so roll you up again could be a reference to how you could smoke your ashes, as many rock stars usually smoke the dead's ashes. Like one of the guitarists from I think Rolling Stone, he actually I think snorted his father and smoked his father. So that's something interesting I like to point out. The song 6/8 and also the song Good Shoes could be a representative of how living the rock and roll lifestyle could leave you down to hell. as the song 6/8 have this vocal that's sung very softly that says fall, and then on the song Good Shoes, which could be a representative of wearing your Sunday best, it has the repeated line down, 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 which could be a reference to falling down to hell after death. You know, throughout rock history, they always have a reference to hell and being in hell and going to hell. A good reference is AC/DC Highway to Hell, which was a recurring theme in AC/DC music to go into hell. So yeah, I'm just pointing that out. And also the song Red and Blue, red could be symbolizing hell and how you're going to hell. Blue could be symbolizing heaven, as in you're going to heaven, the duality of the two. And Finest Hour could be a representative of how when you die is your finest hour, and how you live your last hour is your finest hour. So yes. The songs The Middle of Nowhere and Guilty talks about the paths we take in life. Guilty could be a representative of how the lead singer feels guilty about taking over the past lead singer's position in the band, and how that he feels guilty that maybe he's taking the legacy from the lead singer, which sadly passed away. In the Middle of Nowhere is how the band could have felt when the lead singer died, sadly. Oh yes, and the line, I let go to come back again, could be a reference to how the lead singer died and he had to go to heaven and then reborn or be reincarnated to realize that he was born again or reincarnated on this earth, and could be a representative of how fans have to let go and accept this new band with the especially new singer. So yeah, that's another thing I want to. The next track, Meadow, says that there's nowhere to hide in the acceptance that they're a new band and they came anew, and that all their old fans have to accept that and move on with their new stylistic approach to their music. Oh yeah, and I just like to say, I know I've been saying the lead singer, and by the lead singer, I'm referencing both Mr. Chester and Mr. Scott, who both sadly passed away. And now Gut, like Jeff Gut, he's now singing, and I just like to make that disclaimer, like, I'm just a little bit nervous, but overall, this is a pretty great project. It's 12 tracks, and the 12 tracks could be a reference to the 12 disciples, of course, by Jesus. And, you know, just wanted to point that out. And overall, this is a pretty good album, I have to say. Towards the end, it has a lot of acoustic guitar slow tracks, which kind of slows down the whole momentum that started out in the beginning. But this is a true return to form, and I really think that the band will do well with Mr. Gut. Of course, R.I.P. Chester and Scott. Sadly, I don't know how one band can have two tragedies in just over a few years, sadly. But hey, that's how life goes. I'm going to give this album an overall 7. I really like the instrumentals, and some of the drum work on this album was overall superb, I have to say. And please leave a like, subscribe, and comment in the comment section to see how you feel about my review. And if I missed anything, please tell me in the comment section. And I just like to wish everybody a happy and safe day. All right. So yeah, Stone Temple Pilots, self-titled 2, and that's it, guys. And I like to give a shout out to the rap reviewer. He's pretty cool guy. I'm still waiting on that XXX Tentacion.